And we will be hosting the Scroungers. Cheville McLongthrob will be on the mound for the Scroungers. For the Peaks, Vinny Boombats will take the mound. McLongthrob with a 1-0 record, a 1.75 ERA. Vinny Boombats got knocked around pretty good in his last appearance. He is 1-1 with 6.43 ERA, mainly due to that last appearance where he gave up a lot of runs and a lot of hits. Peaks sitting at a 5-5 record, looking to get above 500 before they go on the road for a number of games. This is the last game of their 8-game homestand. And it'll be Vinny Boombats on the mound for the Peaks. The first batter he will face for the Scroungers will be Fist Deep. Stepping in to lead it off here, batting .222 on the year. Not quite what you want out of your leadoff hitter. And he takes ball one from Boombats. The big left-hander winds and delivers. Hit up the middle. Riprock is there and has it for out number one. And we are underway. Gunnar Lancheros will bat for the Scroungers. .319 his average on the year. 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. A fair amount of scoring for his team. He takes strike one from Boombats. And that one is in there for a strike. And the 0-2 pitch incoming is fouled off the end of the bat and out of play. Another 0-2. A little bit out in front of that one. Still 0-2 as the next pitch comes in, and that's hit on the ground. Fat Fuck plays the ground ball perfectly over to first base for the out. Did I say pace? First base. And that will bring Shaz to go to the plate. His average a paltry 172 on the year, which means he'll probably hit a double because I just said something about his batting average, and that seems to be the way it goes. 1-1 the count on to go. Oops, made a mistake there, but he didn't make me pay, fortunately. The 1-2 misses just inside as Boombats was trying to get him to chase. Oh, and a nice effort from Pootstink there, but unable to make the play. And he will get on base, confirming the announcer's curse. And Ray Walker steps in with a .395 average on the year. He bats here with 2 down in the inning and a runner at first base. The runner goes, and oh, very close play at second base. Downvote wanted, or not downvote. Our catcher wanted that one. And drifting out is Dingus to make the catch. Little miscommunication there. They weren't sure who was going to catch it. So 1 hit for the Scroungers. They leave the runner stranded. Heading to the bottom of the first, and the Peaks coming to the plate for the first time, and led by the dangerous Kanga Trang, who has been on a tear the first part of this season. .475 her average, and she swings at a very bad pitch there. She will be thrown out on the weak ground ball, and that'll bring up Jimmy Pootstink. Also swinging the bat well in the first part of the season. .422 his average. Hits this one the other way off the end of the bat. Little fly ball that Schmidt handles handily. And here comes Gerp Trindle, batting .238 for the year and unable to get his power numbers going. And that was maybe a little high, but he hits it off the handle of the bat on the ground to first, and that'll end the inning. We head to the top of the second now in a scoreless tie here in Boulder. Teal Alfaro, first baseman for the Scroungers, will lead it off. He has hit 3 home runs so far this year and has 7 RBIs to his name. All that adding up to a .306 average. And he is quickly behind 0-2 in the count to Boombats. I think I said Boombats earlier. That's not right. It's Boombats. Trindle heading back, and the fly ball lands in his glove, which results in an out on the scoreboard because those are the rules of baseball. Here's Arcane Schmidt. And she drives this hard on the ground, but right at Fat Fuck, who makes the long throw over to first and record the second out of the inning. Here's Dearth Birch. Easy for you to say. And Boombots winds and fires, and that is going to be a strike right over the plate. 0-1 the count on Birch. Up the middle, Rip Rock dives, didn't need to, and that was a mistake. Pretty routine ground ball, would have had the third out, but I dove away from it. And that'll bring up Barney Douglas. He takes strike one right at the knees. The 0-1 is fouled away. It's 0-2 now. And that is hit on the ground right at Pootstink, who takes one step to his right, plays the ball, then 2 steps to his left, and gets the outs. Bottom of the second coming. Fat Fuck will lead it off for the Peaks. 543 his average on the year, 6 home runs, 15 RBIs, leading the league in all hitting categories. And he continues to add to that total as he drives a single out to right field. Fat Fuck is at first as Rip Rock steps in and takes ball one high and tight. Check swing on a high strike there. And there's a pretty good hit line drive. That's going to bounce off the wall and get away from deep in left field. That's going to give both runners 2 bases, second and third, with nobody out now as Gladys Glandis steps in. Her first at bat of the year, as this is her first start. And she starts it off right with a base hit into left center field. That'll score 2 runs. So a single and 2 RBIs for Glandis on the first pitch she sees in the season. And that'll bring up Kleebel Vanderhiggs with Glandis at first, still nobody out. And there's another base hit right back up the middle. And the Peaks have come out of the gates firing. Spike Dingus at the plate, 2 runners on, still nobody out. And he takes inside for ball one. Went down to get that one, not sure why, sends it into the Peaks dugout. And a check swing on a high fastball there. Ooh, that one felt high to me, but it's a strike. Oh, and I didn't hold the button down long enough. And Dingus strikes out. That'll bring up the pitcher, Vinny Boombots, who is not a bad hitter, batting .333 on the year in his 2 appearances. He takes a bad swing there. Lets that one go by, 1-1. And this is going to be popped up into shallow left field. Walker, the shortstop, drifts out. Drips out? Drifts out and takes it, and we'll go back to the top of the order. Kanga Trang batting here with 2 on, 2 out in inning number 2. Ball one a little bit low. And I seem to be chasing outside pitches today. It's 1-1. That wasn't outside. That was right down the heart of the plate. High, deep fly ball. And caught right at the wall by to go for out number 3. So the Peaks get a crooked number on the board. And we head to the top of the third. Peaks 2, Scroungers nothing. And the pitcher will lead it off. Shavil McLongthrob steps in here, also batting .333 on the year. A couple of pretty good hitting pitchers facing off in this one here. Good eye on McLongthrob. He takes that one for a ball. And it is 1-2. The pitch incoming from Boombots is hit right back up the middle. And McLongthrob leads it off with a base hit. And there's a man aboard for Fist Deep, the former German porn star. Right at Dingus, to Rip Rock, to Pootstink. That's a double play. And that means there's 2 away. Bars. Gunnar Loncheros now bats with 2 out, nobody on. and takes ball one up around his hands. A strike as the curveball drops through. Nice fastball on the outside edge there, and it is 1-2. And the off-speed pitch, Pootstink will grab it, flip it to Boombot's covering, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the third. Peaks up by 2, and coming up to bat. Pootstink will lead it off. 4-13 on the season, 0 for 1 today. And he takes a low strike there. Protecting the zone, he pops this one up into left field, a high fly ball, and F Deep pulls it in. And that'll bring up Gerp Trindle. And it's 2-0 to Trindle. That one catches the corner, 2-1. And now it's 3-1. Trindle has a green light, and he does not use it. He will take the free base instead. And Trindle will be at first as Fat Fuck is at the plate with 1 away. And he pops this one into the air. Little inside-out swing down the line, but Schmidt is there to make the catch. And that'll be out number 2 here in the bottom of the third. And Riprock at the plate now. It is 1-1 to Riprock. And a little looper. Walker plays it just out onto the grass for the out number 3. After 3 innings, Scroungers down by 2 as we head to their half of the 4th inning. And Shaz to go will lead it off. The pitch 2 to go is in there for a strike. The 0-1 is an 0-2 as the slider finds the zone. And there's a broken bat, foul ball into the seats. The 0-2. Ground ball towards third. Fat Fuck has it and makes the out at first base, 1 down.
Number 24.
That'll bring Ray Walker to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today. And he will take strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is over for strike 2. The 0-2 popped up into the air. They got him to chase, and he fists it high to Riprock to make way for Teal Alfaro to step in and face Boombots for the 2nd time today. Ground ball right at Pootstink. He'll just jog to the base and end the inning. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. Leading off will be Gladys Glandis. She got her first hit of the season and her first 2 RBIs in her first at bat. And she bats here to lead off the 4th and takes 2 balls straight away. And that one's over for a strike. That is very far from a strike. The 3-1 to Glandis. She was taking all the way, full count. And she gets a hold of that one, but not very deep. But it is going to be off the wall, and it's going to bounce far away from the fielders. I thought that was caught for sure. Almost got stuck at first, but that's going to be a double for Glandis. So her first 2 at-bats are very productive, as Vanderhiggs takes a strike over the outside edge and got underneath that one as well. Glandis will have to go back to third, unable to tag and advance, even though it was a deep fly ball. And there's 1 away for Spike Dingus with a runner in scoring position. That slowly comes in to be ball 1. Not sure how that was a strike. Looked like the same pitch to me. But it's 1-2, no less, on Dingus. And he rockets one right back up the middle. And runner took a big turn at third, Glandis, but thought better of it. And she will stay on third base as the pitcher comes in with runners at the corners, one away. A little late on his swing there was Boombats. And he pulls this one hard to left field. And that one's going to be off the wall. And another 2 runs are going to try to score. The throw coming from left field, not in time. It's 4-0, a 2-run double for the pitcher there. And Kangatrang will bat now with 1 down, a runner at second, and already 2 runs in this inning. Golfs that one into right field. Not the best pitch to swing at she's ever seen. That'll be out number 2. And Jimmy Pootstink will step in. 0 for 2 today, 404 on the year. File not found. Ball 1. And that is a base hit. Rounding third will be Boombats, and heading for home, he will beat the throw. Another run is in for the Peaks, and it's 5-0. As Gerp Trindle steps in, an RBI single for Pootstink there. And another well-hit ball, but this one is playable for to go. And that ends the inning. Another crooked number on the board for the Peaks. It's 5-0 now as we head to the 5th inning. Boombats throwing 42 pitches through the first 4 innings. Only 3 hits, no runs allowed. And there's another base hit right back up the middle. A leadoff single for the Scroungers. And Dirth Birch will be the next wood swinger. That's not a thing anybody says. That's a line drive to right field. Base hit. Kangatrang runs it in. And Barney Douglas steps to the plate. 2 runners aboard, nobody out. And he will take high for ball 1. And that's over for a strike. 1-1 now, the count on the catcher, Douglas. Swing and a miss. They got him to chase one out away from him. They'll try to go back there again on the 1-2. And they got him. Strikeout number 1 for Vinny Boombats. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Shavil McLongthrob. Expecting a bunt here. We're going to pitch him high and see if we can get him to pop it up. And he does, and that'll be out number 2. As Vanderhig stands up, catches the ball, and that's it. Here's Fish Deep. He's an RBI dud. He has runners at first and second here with 2 down. And the 0-1 is hit on the ground. Dingus Gloves fires out. And that will end the inning. Halfway through the game, the Peaks lead by a 5-spot, a Finsky, a Sawbuck. And that's ball 1 to Fatfuck leading off here in the inning. Hit hard to right, but Schmidt is there and pulls it in at the edge of the warning track. Dash Riprock stepping in with 1 away now. And that was a pretty good pitch. He lets that one go inside, 1-1. Strike 2. They're giving him the top part of the zone today. No choice but to swing at that one. And that will be a ground ball to short, resulting in out number 2. Here's Glandis, a double and a single today. And that'll be high and tight. Ball 1, the 1-0. He is just off the plate away, 2-0. And there's a strike across the plate. Count even at 2-2 now. And there's a high fly ball to right field. And that'll end the inning as Schmidt pulls it in. Heading to the top of the 6th inning. Peaks still up by 5. And Loncheros will lead it off and take strike 1 on the outside corner. Strike 2. And the 0-2. Just misses a little bit inside. The 1-2 pitch is rocketed foul down the left field line. And that misses inside. 2-2. And that's a little looper off the hands. And that is going to result in a leadoff base hit.
Now batting the center fielder, number 99.
Kind of a oops, didn't mean to single there. And it's 0-1 on Shaz to go. Changeup fools him, freezes him in his tracks, and that'll be out number 1. Ray Walker will bat. And he will drive the first pitch very deep into the upper deck in left center field. One little mistake, and the ball goes 441 feet. And it is 5-2 on the 2-run homer off the bat of Ray Walker.
The first baseman, number 72.
Tialafaro will step in now. With 1 out in the inning, Dingus charges, makes the play, and that's 2 down for Arcane Schmidt.
Number 18.
First pitch to Schmidt is low. 1-0 the count. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. And that is fouled back to the screen. That makes the count 1-2. The 2-2 pitch is popped straight up into the air. Dingus drifts back from second base and makes the catch without even looking, just like a cool guy walking away from an explosion to end the inning. Bottom of the 6th. Klebel Vanderhiggs will lead it off 1 for 2 with a single today. Her average on the year 333, a trio of round trip tickets on her resume. And that is off the end of the bat. Can't quite beat the throw. That'll be 1 down. And Spike Dingus will step in. Has a single today in a couple of trips to the plate. And he drives this one right through the pitcher's box. Right back up the middle for a base hit.
The pitcher, number 27.
Here's your pitcher, Vinny Boom Bots. Not one to lay down a bunt, as he has a 2 RBI double, and he gets a hold of almost all of that one. I'd say he got a hold of 92% of that, as that is caught on the warning track for out number 2. Here's Kanga Trang. And she takes ball 1 in the dirt. That one's low as well. And there's a drive, center field to go, makes the catch. Another well-hit ball from Trang there. And I'm getting really thirsty. We're going to start the top of the 7th inning here. Birch, Douglas, and McLongthrob, the scheduled batters. Here's Birch. He's hit a single both times he's been at the plate. He takes strike 1 from Boom Bots here. And he drives this one into the gap. That's going to be a little bit more than a single, I think. And he will stop at second as the throw comes in. And that'll be a lead double and bring Barney Douglas to the plate. Douglas taking their strike 1 and fouling the 0-1 into the bat rack in the Peaks dugout. And striking out looking. Got his knees, his elbows, and every other joint on his body buckled by that high, tight fastball. We will have a pinch hitter here. McLongthrob's day is done. Smash Klopp will come in to pinch hit with a runner at second and 1 away. Scroungers down by 3 for the time being. Curveball missing low there. And it's 1-1. A nice two-seamer there from Boombots. And another backwards K, the second in the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And fist deep
13.
will come up with two away, runner at second. You hate to see a pinch hitter strike out looking, but if it's on the other team, it's fine. Trang going back, overruns it, overplays it, and it falls in front of her.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And a run is in. It's 5-3. Peak's still on top, but only by 2 now, as Gunnar Lancheros will step up with a runner at second and 2 out. So a misplay of a routine fly ball to right field there means the inning will continue and a run scores for the Scroungers. Not the way you want to see it happen, especially when you're responsible. Another strikeout looking, called strike 3, the third one of the inning, as Boombot strikes out the side with some hits and runs in between. And the new pitcher for the Scroungers when we reconvene will be Michael Field. But before we do that, it is time for our 7th inning stretch.
It's a beautiful day for a ball game today.
We head to the bottom of the 7th. The Peaks up by 2, facing a new pitcher in Michael Field. Jimmy Pootstink will be the leadoff batter.
60.
The pitch is over for a strike. And that's going to sneak through the middle, out into center field. Ground ball, base hit to lead off the bottom of the 7th for Jimmy Pootstink.
Now batting,
Here's Gerb Trindle, still struggling a bit at the plate. He has walked today, but no hits until the next time he gets up, because a nice sliding play from To-Go in center field will rob him of that one. That'll bring Bob Fatfuck to the plate, 1 for 3 with a single today. And they beaned him. He takes it right in the fat part of his leg there, which is all of his leg.
number 54.
And there are now 2 runners on with 1 out for Dash Riprock, who will take the first pitch low and outside, ball 1. A little bit high, 2-0 now. And there's a right down the middle, strike 1. That's pulled on the ground. Birch to Walker, over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Peaks threaten, but they fail to capitalize on 2 base runners. We head to the top of the 8th. Scroungers coming up. They're only down by 2. Shaz To-Go will lead it off here in the top of the 8th inning. And they start him off with some high heat. And the 0-1 misses. It's 2-0. And that'll be strike 1 over the inside corner. 2-1 now. Line drive right at Pootstink. Grabs it on the short hop and makes the out. That's the first of the inning. As Ray Walker strides up to the batter's box and takes a slider for strike 1. The 0-1 is hit high and relatively deep into right field over the head of Trang. And that'll be a 1-out double for Walker. And he stands at second for Teal Alfaro.
72.
And Alfaro hits that one hard up the right side. The runner is trying for home. The throw got him. Kanga Trang with a cannon arm in right field guns down the runner at the plate for out number 2. Arcane Schmidt stepping up now, 2 away in the inning. And hits a ground ball towards short. Riprock with the backhanded pickup makes the out at first base to end the inning. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Peaks up by 2. Gladys Glandis will lead it off. She's 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Couple of RBIs on her single. And she pops this one off the end of the bat into left field. Routine fly ball for deep, and that's out number 1.
Batting, the catcher.
Klebel Vanderhiggs will step in. Has a hit in 3 trips to the plate today. And that one will fall in front of Schmidt for another base hit. Bars.
Now batting, the
That'll bring Spike Dingus
number
up to bat. 1 away, runner at first for Dingus. Hard hit ball, but right at Walker. And they throw it away. That goes out of play.
now batting,
So they're all
pitcher number 20.
runner at second base here. And 2 away for Vinny Boom Bots, who rockets one the other way. Unfortunately, Schmidt has a play on it. And that'll end the inning. So we head to the top of the 9th. Hey there, Michael. How you doing? We head to the top of the 9th. Scroungers coming up to bat, down by 2.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And Peaks looking to hold on.
63.
They will bring in a new pitcher now, Brick Laserman, coming in to close out the game, hopefully, for the Peaks. Dirth Birch is at the plate to take on Laserman, who is quickly out in front, 0-2. And they couldn't get him to chase that one up on his hands. Another 1-2 pitch here. Shattered his bat right off the bat handle. And Vanderhiggs has it for the first out of the inning.
The catcher number 14.
And here comes Barney Douglas. With 1 away here in the 9th, his team down by 2. And they need him to do something. 0-2 the count on Douglas. And the 0-2 misses low. They were hoping he would go after it. He did not. The 1-2 is hit off the hands. And Fat Fuck makes the catch standing on third. And Michael Field will be pinch hit for. Dolphy Sardi will come in. She's already rattled, and she is the last hope for the Scroungers as they are down to their final outs here in the top of the 9th inning. They need 2 runs to extend this game. The count 1-1 on Sardi. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And he struck her out to end the game. She's way out in front of the off-speed pitch, can't connect, and the Peaks win. Final lines for the Scroungers, 3 runs on 11 hits with an error. For the Peaks, 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Your winning pitcher, Vinny Boom Bots, goes 8 innings, strikes out 5, gives up a homer and 3 earned runs. Laserman gets the save with 1 inning pitched and 1 strikeout. The losing pitcher, Mick Longthrob, for the Scroungers goes 6 innings, strikes out 1, walks 1, and gives up 5 earned runs. No moonshots for the Peaks today, oddly enough. Somehow a losing player gets the first star of the game because he hit a home run, I guess. Boom Bots gets second star. Gladys Glandis with her 2 RBIs will take the 3rd star in the game. So the Peaks improve their record to 5-4 as we begin the 2nd quarter of the season.